My name is C. Narayanan. Oracle Solution Delivery Lead for Milwaukee Tool on manufacturing, maintenance, and supply chain management. Today, together with my colleagues Charles and Sonia, we are going to talk about how Milwaukee Tool has reimagined the enterprise asset maintenance using Oracle Cloud. So I will talk about who we are, where we were, and most importantly, why Oracle Cloud. Then my colleagues will walk you through our Oracle Cloud journey. So Milwaukee Tool is a 100-year-old company, and what we do, we design and manufacture heavy-duty power tools and accessories. So our mission is to improve safety and reliability for tradespeople through innovation and durable solutions. So the same commitment to innovation is the core principle for our internal business transformation project as well. So culture, every company talks about culture, right? So that is the foundation for an organization. So we realize our success depends on our people, culture, and innovation. And we strongly believe, continuous improvement, customer focus, and operational excellence. So these principles helped us to have consistent double-digit growth the last 10 years or so. Which resulted in expanding our manufacturing sites and distribution centers across North America. So when we grow, our system had to scale with us. So we realized that we need a robust Oracle maintenance solution tool which can support our size and pace and also our future growth. And this slide talks about the breadth of our maintenance landscape at Milwaukee Tool. So we manage over 10,000 assets across manufacturing sites, distribution centers, service centers, and corporate facilities, most complex one. So see, if you look at the variety of the assets, from critical production equipment to facility infrastructure, demanded, unified platform which can connect all the assets and people, process, and most importantly, track the maintenance work orders in real time. So that was the starting point for our cloud journey. So before I talk about our cloud journey, what was the situation before Oracle? So before Oracle, our maintenance landscape were fragmented. So each site used their own software, mainly Maintenance Connect, Fix, or Akita Box. So those worked locally, but we had a lot of challenges like cost, data silos, and reports were manual, and of course there is no integrations to costing and maintenance planning. So that cost enterprise level reporting is very complex and challenging. And one more thing is, there is no standardized maintenance process across our facilities. So that made us so hard to track the asset downtime and parts availability, and also there is no visibility for total cost of ownership. So our Oracle multi-phased Oracle cloud journey started in 2022 with the objective of digital transformation, standardization, and agility. So in phase 1, we implemented basic supply chain enablement like supply chain planning across North America, product data hub, procure to pay, and we have around 8 manufacturing sites in North America. So we took a phase M1, M2, M3 for implementing manufacturing and maintenance for those sites as part of the phase one. So it took over 2 years to complete in phase one. In phase two, it was last July. So we expanded our solutions to finance, order to cash, and we brought our all the DC operations into Oracle. And most importantly, most complex one my team is going to talk about is facility maintenance into Oracle as well as part of the phase two. So this is not a simple lift and shift project. So in the last 3 years, what we did was we did a business process reengineering, and also we received the feedback and adjusted our configurations to make sure business value at each step. So finally, why Oracle Cloud? Because of 3 reasons: platform, pace, and partnership. So when we talk about platform, we identified Oracle Cloud has got all the capability to meet our business growth and need. So we replaced various maintenance software with Oracle Cloud maintenance, and now all the sites have got common processes, starting from creating service requests to maintenance work order, same process, and we share the same data across the sites, and most importantly, they use the same KPIs for the reporting purpose. And as we all know, now the cloud customers, in every quarter, Oracle releases new features, and now the Redwood UI is a trend, and the latest trend is that now AI-enabled features. That helps us to adapt to the enhancements quickly, rather than big upgrade projects as like the on-prem version of any software. And the most important thing is our close partnership with Oracle. So we work closely with Kaushik and his team through bi-weekly calls and maintenance camp, also early adoption programs. Our feedbacks enable them to help them to enable new features. Also, we get early access to the new functionalities that adds business value. And so this close collaboration with Oracle makes us Milwaukee Tool as a lighthouse customer for Oracle. So now I invite my colleagues Charles and Sonia to talk about our maintenance journey and collaboration story and future plans. Thank you.
Sonia. How do we move to the next slide? Oh, thank you. Alright, so I am going to talk about change management. That was a big one, particularly for maintenance. So I'm not sure if you all are aware, but our maintenance folks sometimes they don't want to use a system. They want to get their hands dirty, they want to fix stuff. So we had to shift some minds, get them acclimated and get them excited for Oracle. But it didn't come easy. We had our business users, they were accustomed to having tools that actually allowed them to customize and keep data at their leisure. They could edit and adopt and make changes to the data as needed. There wasn't a lot of governance with it. We had process alignment issues, so we had different plants doing different things when it came to maintenance activities. We had, to get everyone aligned to conform to use a standard process, and that came with some challenges. Cross-functional hurdles. So we did have to implement some changes with some of those processes. We implemented some new teams that were going to help out. So some of those teams are used to ordering their own material when they needed it, managing all those procurement activities, things like that. Item creation when it came to their MRO management. They had to share some of that responsibility, so that came with some challenges there, but it allowed us to have uniformity across that data. The data migration was also was very challenging. Came from a system, again, going back to that lack of governance with their original systems. It also came with a lack of audits on occasion. So we did have to sort through a lot of data that should not have been brought into Oracle. So that was a little bit of a challenge as well. And then just aligning the IT goals with the business alignment. Ensuring strategic alignment between IT initiatives and business priorities required ongoing coordination, collaboration, open communication was very important. So what really got us through those struggles was our executive sponsorship. Our executive team made it clear to the entire organization that this Oracle transition was priority. That was huge. It always comes from the top down. If you don't have your leadership on board, nobody's gonna follow, right? It's a trickle down effect. So that was huge. We also had our Oracle team. Oracle stepped up and stepped in, and we worked closely with them on their products. If it wasn't for that collaboration and their open arms with our partnership, we wouldn't have learned some of the things that we learned on how to use Oracle to its fullest. And the phased adoption was a big one. We couldn't do a shotgun approach considering our size. So we did do that over a few years, but also what it did is it opened up feedback loops, right? So when one plant went live, they were able to give us feedback on what went well, what went wrong, what could we do better. We took that into our next implementation phase with the next plants, and it really helped. Also what was kind of cool is our plants were, again, siloed a little bit, right? They were doing their own maintenance activities, but having these open forums and these discussions really allowed them to meet each other and learn from each other. So that was pretty exciting as well. And what maintenance kind of helped us do, what our Oracle platform helped us do, is really get control and visibility to our reactive maintenance as well as our preventative. Now ideally we'd like to be mostly in a preventative maintenance world. We're not quite there yet. We do have machinery that goes down. We also manage our facilities though in Oracle as well. So things like, electrical work or building repairs, things like that, that all gets put into maintenance, the maintenance Oracle platform. And so what we do is we create everything that could potentially need a work order would be created as an asset. Is our approach to that. So that allowed for that visibility for historical work that's been done on the machines and the facilities. But what the Oracle platform provided us was a way for end users on the floor who are not maintenance folks. How do I tell maintenance I need help, or something's broken, something's smoking, something's on fire? How do I let them know? There is a service request that they can submit that gets reviewed by our maintenance teams. They then deem, is this really valuable? Is this something that the maintenance team needs to work on? If yes, they create a work order, assign it off to our technician. Our technician gets that work order, they complete it, they add their notes, they add their parts, anything that they used or needed to execute that work order gets added and tracked and monitored and in the system. This has also been kind of cool with our Redwood updates. Our Redwood updates have come out and really enhanced the user experience. So that's been pretty exciting as well. As far as preventative maintenance goes, preventative maintenance offers, again, that calendar-focused work that whenever we know that, say, every 3 months we need to do maintenance on this asset, we can put that in the system. The system then generates the work order, gets assigned automatically, if we so choose, to a technician who then gets to go in and complete it. It's done automatically. Also to the min-max planning, you've heard our previous speaker speaking on, is a really cool tool. We're able to put all of our MRO parts that we know get used frequently on a min-max planning auto replenishment process, which then the system orders for us. We don't have to order it, go out and quote. We have a BPA in the system in place. We know the cost. That requisition gets shipped off to the supplier. We get our material timely. It's very efficient. So So any questions on reactive preventative maintenance, how we use it? Pretty sure. Oh, yes.
How big are your maintenance forces, and how many different plants did you roll the process up to?
I'll say plants, we have about, what are we at, 9? 8 or 9 plants.
Yeah.
But we have an OB, our OB, or I should say our distribution center. It, that came with 5 orgs. Every building is its own org,
Okay.
so we can track and monitor maintenance.
Show you.
Oh, yeah, please, thank you. And then we have a facilities team. So in Milwaukee alone, we have 7, I wanna say it's more than that now, buildings that our corporate facilities team maintains. So, yeah, this is the size of for our repair centers though, we don't have maintenance yet in those, we just have those in our repair hubs, which are 2.
So if I become your best friend, can I get a discount on?
I've never been asked that.
Sure.
Yeah, we have friends and family discount.
That's a promo code.
Yeah.
Question for you. When did you transition over to the supervisor workbench and the
Last year,
Yeah.
last year,
Yeah,
July.
Yeah, last year we started adopting the Redwood pages.
Okay.
And I'll speak on that toward the end here, but that's been we first switched over to my maintenance work. We're currently running maintenance supervision and the classic page in tandem right now. And we'll, toward the end of the year, we'll go ahead and remove the classic page when we transition to the new Redwood landing page.
So you are transitioning it, or slowly implementing them?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, yes.
And then on that, did you do all plants at once, or did you kind of?
It's global.
It is global.
For that, we did all plans at once, but we did it, page by page.
Yeah.
We didn't do all Redwood pages available at once,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So it was another phased approach, but yeah,
It's-
it wasn't.
yeah,
right.
because we're rolling out you have to create new training material, roll out the training.
That's what, we're going
Yeah,
through that
so-
right now.
So absolutely, one page at a time is your
Yeah.
best
Okay.
course of
Appreciate
action.
that.
Alright, so, again, like I mentioned, the Oracle partnership has really been invaluable. We have learned, a lot about the system. I mean, we had an amazing partnership with Accenture. They helped us transition to Oracle, and, without them, we wouldn't have succeeded like we did. So we are very grateful for that. But in addition to that, we were able to actually have these bi-weekly calls with our Oracle product development team. They've listened to us, we've given them real life user feedback, and they've listened to it, they've taken it, they've rolled with it, they've, improved, they've updated, it's been amazing. That's also given us the opportunity to be an early adopter of Oracle features. We test out upcoming changes, and we let them know our feedback. We're piloting Redwood UX and next-gen AI integrations as well, it's very exciting. And because of that, like Cindy mentioned, we are a lighthouse customer, and we're very proud of that partnership. Any questions? Yes?
Data migration, did you solely focus on master data, or did you pull over any historical transactional data?
That's a great question. We did pull in all of our we pulled in item information, we pulled in requisition information, we pulled in, asset information, and we pulled in our PM maintenance information, but we did not pull in historical data.
Why?
The complexity with that, we weren't given really a tool that would make that easy, given the time crunch that we were under to transition. So what we did is we let our maintenance teams know that your historical data would not be coming in, and if you needed it, to print it and upload it in Oracle, because Oracle has that massive attachment capability. So anything that they knew that they needed, we prepared them well in advance, letting them know that would not come through, so to make any, preparation for that.
But also we cannot pull the transaction data, the past date, Oracle will not. It's more complex, on the material transaction, resource transaction, and we don't think it is worth it.
Questions? take it away.
All right, now I get to talk about the fun stuff. Good. You can skip that one, it's redundant. You should have, and you can actually, we can start here. All right, so this was really an important, I'm just gonna go on with this. All right. Balancing the technical and the functional aspects of your team, that was really important to us. So Sonia and I are functional assets, CD's a technical asset. If you structure your team that way, you'll get a lot better results. That's been what was really critical in our success. Strong partnership with Accenture that helped us with our go live, definitely. Defining clear requirements up front and, managing expectations. This is going to be, you're going to be doing your work in a different way. We know you're not going to like it to begin with. We accept that, but we're going to get through it together. And again, we're going to understand Oracle's roadmap and our business roadmap and try to get them to align. And these bi-weekly meetings that we have with the Oracle development team, that's really been critical in driving us forward. And we've really accomplished a lot together. Okay. All right, here's the fun stuff. How many maintenance managers here have struggled with getting their technicians to buy in to putting complete and concise work order notes? 30 years of banging my head against the wall against that. I never could get them to buy in. It's a constant struggle. These new AI features actually, I did some mass training last week or 2 weeks ago, and I actually got buy-in for the first time in 30 years because of these new features. So if you haven't switched to Redwood yet, the Redwood pages lets you use all these cool new AI features, right? So from my maintenance work now, you've got work order notes. There's an AI assist button here. Your technicians can put in their notes as normal, hit AI assist. It cleans up all their language, corrects their spelling, and gives you a readable output, right? And then that feeds into the work order repair summary. That gives you a nice, concise paragraph. There's a little bit too much language in it, man, we gotta be honest. There's a little too much flowery language in it, but it's a great start.
Work on the prompt, maybe.
Yeah. And it's going to take your notes, it's going to take your work order description, it's going to take any parts you use, it's going to give you this concise repair summary paragraph. Now, this is where you get your tech buy-in, right? And again, that's simply them clicking AI assist. It does it for them. It's just one click each. This repair suggestions, this is where you get their buy-in. The repair suggestions feed off these first two pieces of information, right? So your tech has particularly with new techs, but it can help anyone, of course. Your tech comes in, your asset is throwing error code 123. They click on repair suggestions from preview and my maintenance work, and it's going to give them, it's going to look at this asset and its history, and it's going to feed them back work order numbers and repair summaries or tidbits about possible solutions for them to take a look at first. This can save them countless hours of troubleshooting, and that's where you get their buy-in. And that was really, I was shocked, because again, never seen it happen in 30 years. But they were actually excited about it. Now, the key is telling them, the repair suggestions are only going to be as good as the data they feed it. So the better data they feed it, the better the repair suggestion is going to be, the less work they're going to have to do troubleshooting, and they can move on with their day. So the one way to get them to buy in is tell them they're going to have to do less work, right? So, and that just really was like a profound moment for me. That's the first time again that I've ever seen that happen. But they were actually excited about it when they saw what repair suggestions could do once we demonstrated. But the key is making them realize that it's only as good as the data they provided. How many people see replaced or completed as a repair summary? Yeah, that doesn't get them anything, right? Because it'll pull it, repair suggestions will pull it. It's going to say on these 3 work orders, it said replaced or completed. Like, how much did that help you? But yet on this one, it says I replace sensor MR 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, so that gives them a start. So that's a really cool feature. Okay. All right, so we're gonna be rolling out this year, we're gonna be implementing some of the new AI agents. If you haven't seen Agent Studio, it's really amazing. You can customize agents to your heart's content, or you can deploy the agent as it sits. We're gonna deploy a maintenance advisor this year. That one is really neat. You can look at, I think that one's the very best for root cause analysis. You can say, you know, you give it an asset number and say how many times has this been a work order been created, and it'll give you, you know, you can link by what was the most common failure, and it'll pull all that data for you. I see a lot of interesting things with that. Post-maintenance work order builder, that's after the fact. You can actually, rather than creating a work order, you can have it make one for you after the fact. As Oracle gets into, one of the things really that'll be exciting with all of these is, as Oracle gets into voice capabilities, my vision is that, so all of our techs have iPads. My vision is the tech clicks the button, talks to the iPad, tells it what, the tech tells the iPad what they did. The iPad, or the agent will then create a complete closed work order, right? All conversationally. And I don't think you're very far from that. I think we're actually pretty close. All right, so one of the other cool things we just had we're still on 25D. We'll get our 26A update here this month. We're with 25D, the ability to connect the equipment to drive preventative maintenance. We want to switch from calendar-based to meter-based wherever we can. So we've proved this out using Postman to drive the meters and test this out. We're starting with our Cookville facility for all of their mold maintenance. So, you know, those machines connect using Pi. You know, we'll set the thresholds every 50,000 strikes. This mold needs this PM. So currently, you know, it's on a monthly basis. They don't know if the mold was ran or it wasn't ran. We get a lot of unnecessary maintenance. We'll be able to get past all of that. So, and then of course you always have the ability, if it's not connected equipment, you can add a connected meter, anything with an IP address. So, our goal for 26, we're going to identify all of our connected assets that we can easily get moved into the switch from calendar to meter base. We want to standardize the templates that we use, and we're going to move from calendar to meter where we're able. Another thing we're going to explore is on those connected devices, we can create it's causation events. We have another term for it. Condition events. There you go. You can create condition events with this correct connected equipment and actually drive corrective work orders, right? That would be the ultimate goal. The machine throws error 1, 2, 3, and if you know what error 1, 2, 3 is, it automatically creates that corrective work order. We're looking at the impact of that. We're going to have more accurate maintenance timing, reduce over maintenance on assets, and we're going to lower the cost and downtime risk. We use a lot of presses, and I know presses are constantly out of oil, right? With a simple sensor, we can make that press create a corrective work order. Hey, come fill me up. There's just so much we can do with simple sensors, and using this to drive the program.
Have you integrated your Historian Pi PLC back into Oracle, or is that something?
So that's what we're working on now.
Okay.
So Pi is going to be our test case. I met with IT just a couple weeks ago, and they've identified the proper, again, I'm not the technical side of it, but they've identified the proper fields or tables that they'll pull out of Pi, and it's just a matter of now I'll assist with creating the templates and helping them set up the PMs to be meter based. But they're the IT resource didn't see any issue with it. Like I said, we proved the concept using Postman to send the connection. So it looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward. Any other questions? Been having back to you guys the whole time. So
I got one regarding, your feedback from the maintainers. How do they find, like, actually locating those suggestions? Like, I'm the technician going in and I wanna see all the history of this asset. Is it pretty usable when you get into there, or?
So if you've never seen it before, I don't have a slide for it, but
Yeah.
from my maintenance work, they click on preview.
Okay.
And there's just a click, a field you click for repair suggestion, and it will drop down everything for them.
The whole history of the asset?
Well, no, not, it's gonna give you it's gonna group, say what you had a slide to show you. It's gonna group work orders by repair, type or repair notes, right?
Okay.
For instance, I mentioned the ones that it'd say if someone worked, replaced or completed 6 times, you're gonna see 6 work order numbers and it'll say replaced or completed. But it'll also give you the proper notes here. It's very intuitive for them to scroll through and see what's applicable.
Okay.
One thing though that does help it is there's another term for it, but it's actually the work order description. They use another term,
Definition.
no, on the page,
Summary.
no, it's specific to the repair summary, or the repair suggestion. But it's the work order description.
Okay.
If the work order description, the better it is, the better your repair summary is. Right. At grouping we're guessing all around it, but it is. But at any rate, that's one of the keys is the better the description is, the better the repair summary is.
And then do you guys pull it out of the system much, like through an OTBI or a report, so that you can manipulate it outside of Oracle?
So,
So,
we had a report.
no, this is different.
This is
This is the transaction notes. But so when you click on repair summary, you can save it to a note on the work order. You could export it that way. But as far as bringing it out in an OTBI format, we've never done that yet.
Do we know if that's doable from an Oracle side?
I think it's a question you asked.
Oh.
You know, for suggestion, the best suggestion as a note is available on the work order. So if your question is, can I send notes using OpenAI?
Yeah.
That's a little.
Oh, it's on the road.
It's 26C was the last update. We had used transaction notes before in OTBI format, in classic view.
Okay.
And that is one area where there's a deficit now with the regular page.
Okay.
The knowledge area in OTBI reports won't be there until 26.
Thank you.
Also, we largely use Power BI, the data warehousing and Power BI. All the maintenance work order transactions we are pushing to data warehouse. From there, we are building our own Power BI dashboards and reports.
Any other questions?
Question, from your AI standpoint for the technician, does Oracle or do you guys keep the first copy that the technician submits in the ticket as well, or do you automatically allow, or does it only allow the improved version?
So no, currently, as soon as they would click on it, it would rewrite it. Now, I suppose if you wanted that, that'd be a training issue, right? You ask them to. The AI assistant at the note level is simply gonna clean up their language. It's not gonna rewrite their sentence structure and this and that. Whereas now at the repair summary, it's gonna do its own thing, right? But as far as their notes, it's not gonna totally change that, like if we typed it into Copilot, told it to rewrite it, it's not gonna do that at the note level. It's just gonna clean up spelling, punctuation, and whatnot. Yep.
Then, assuming there's a process for validation of that data, so in other words, the way it sounded was you're using that data to potentially build a library of key terms and topics, but if somebody's continually putting in inaccurate information, assuming there's a policing function in there, or somebody is going in to scrub that info.
To police the technician's notes for
Yeah, so
accuracy?
you're not building a bad database.
No, I don't see how you would be able to accomplish that, do you?
But
If the
supervisor
technician-
reviews an effort estimate, but they
No,
could.
they should.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that would have to be at the supervisor level. If you're, for instance, some of our orgs, they look at every completed work order before before they close them, right?
Sure.
That would be your opportunity to correct that.
Okay.
But I don't see an automated way to correct it, right? How would it know what was correct? But
Yeah.
again, if you're talking about a manual way, absolutely. You could, yeah.
Last question would be, and I know this is a maintenance seminar, but do you guys also run a QMS module as well as a quality management module? It sounds like you're
No.
using maintenance for
No.
a little both.
We have HQMS, but not in Oracle. That is not for, that is only for direct materials, not for the maintenance side.
Okay, but you do feed your maintenance information back into your QMS system?
No.
No, they're siloed today.
Okay. Is there a plan, just curious, is there a plan for, failure rates and managing vendors with, all that stuff? Failure modes and things like that?
The quality module is something that they're looking at implementing in a future date, but we don't have time for it. But yes, in the future, that'll happen, I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I think just one more question over there, I'll get to.
Yeah.
So for your database things to fix, can you upload OEM troubleshooting trees? So like if the OEM already has it, you can go look at a bunch of work order history, follow the OEM troubleshooting steps to get to your solution.
We haven't loaded the OEM's troubleshooting documents into our system.
Yeah. But, I mean, you could upload the document, of course, but.
Or at least reference it, right?
Yes.
See vendor manual 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely, yes.
So you can tell the AI to follow this process.
The library,
Now,
yes.
that we'd have to verify, we haven't gotten to that level, but, that's something we'd have to test.
Okay.
So I don't lead you astray on that. But absolutely, attach every PDF, every document possible to your system, so that the tech has easy access. All right?
Wow.